What if simple geometric shapes held the keys to unlocking the universe's deepest secrets? That's the power of sacred geometry. These timeless patterns hold profound wisdom. By studying them, you can begin to decode the hidden laws that govern the universe and use that insight to create powerful shifts in your own life. In this video, let's explore the most powerful sacred geometry symbols and uncover their hidden meanings. Let's begin with the most basic shape of all, the dot, and see what mysteries it holds within. The dot is the simplest geometric shape there is, but it can be used to create any shape imaginable. In fact, everything in the universe can be reduced to a dot. So, the dot represents source energy or infinite consciousness. If you notice closely, the dot is essentially a circle in compact form. When you expand it, you naturally end up with a full circle, so the circle represents expanded consciousness. Now this is where it gets interesting. For creation to begin, the circle doesn't just expand, it divides. It splits into two identical circles. But these circles are not separate, they are intricately connected. As you will notice, the edge of each circle passes through the center of the other. They're not just side by side, they're woven together at the core. The lens-like shape formed by the overlapping of these circles is called the vesica piscis, also known as the cosmic womb, the portal from where creation emanates. This moment marks the birth of duality, light and dark, seen and unseen, masculine and feminine. Interestingly, this also mirrors the biblical creation story, where on day one God created light to separate it from darkness, and thus creating duality. This shows us that duality isn't just a concept, it's the foundation of everything. The universe itself exists because of it. If you look around, you will find duality everywhere. Hot and cold, day and night, stillness and movement, sun and moon, inhale and exhale, and so on. It exists not only outside but also within you. Your thoughts, emotions, and actions often swing between opposites: love and fear, stillness and movement, joy and sorrow, doubt and trust, control and surrender. Recognizing this dance of duality helps you find balance and clarity in life. They may seem like opposites, but they're really two sides of the same coin, complementary forces that rely on each other to exist. Without one, the other has no meaning. Coming back to our pattern, as it continues to grow, a third circle is added, and something new emerges. This shape, known as the triquetra, represents the Trinity: mind, body, and spirit. These three forces are present in all of existence. When you connect the outer and inner intersection points of the triquetra, two equilateral triangles appear, one pointing upward and a smaller one pointing downward inside it. This reveals two powerful insights. First, the triangle, being the first closed shape in geometry, signifies the birth of structure and the beginning of physical creation. Second, the smaller inverted triangle nestled within the larger one shows that opposites hold each other within. For instance, masculinity carries the seed of femininity, and femininity carries the essence of masculinity. They're not truly separate. They exist within and through each other. Continuing with our pattern, let's add a fourth circle to it. With 4 circles, the pattern now reflects the 4 classical elements: earth, water, fire, and air. Everything in the physical world is a blend of these foundational forces. In fact, if you connect the outer intersection points of this shape, you'll notice it forms a square. The square not only represents the 4 elements but also symbolizes structure, stability, and the grounded nature of physical reality. At this point, we're halfway through the pattern. By adding 3 more circles, we complete the design and form the seed of life, 6 outer circles surrounding 1 central circle. If you look closely, you'll see that the edge of each outer circle passes through the center of the middle one, symbolizing deep interconnectedness to source energy. The seed of life is said to hold the blueprint of the universe itself. Within it lies source energy, the principle of duality, and the Trinity woven within those dualities. The seed of life gives us the sequence 6 + 1, 6 circles on the outside, 1 at the center, a pattern that mirrors the biblical story of creation, 6 days of creation followed by the 7th day of rest. And if we break the 6 into 2 equal sets, we get 3 plus 3 plus 1. Since 3 plus 3 represents balance, we can group the 6 outer circles into 2 sets of 3. The first set is formed by selecting the top 2 circles and the bottom one. The second set comes from the bottom 2 circles and the top one. When we connect the centers of the first set of circles, we get an downward pointing triangle, symbolizing the divine feminine. Connecting the other 3 forms an upward pointing triangle, representing the divine masculine. Each set of 3 reflects the trinity of mind, body, and spirit. So both the divine masculine and feminine hold within them this same sacred trinity. The shape that emerges from these 2 interlocking triangles is the 6-pointed star, also known as the hexagram. This symbol holds deep significance across many ancient traditions. In Hinduism, it's called the Shiv-Shakti star, representing the union of divine masculine and feminine energies. In Judaism, it's known as the Star of David. Across cultures, this star signifies the idea of creation through the union of opposites. As we continue expanding the pattern by adding more circles, it begins to reveal even more intricate forms. For example, when we add 12 more circles to the seed of life, we get the flower of life. If you look closely, you'll see that this new pattern contains exactly 6 overlapping seeds of life surrounding a central one, mirroring the original structure of the seed of life that consists of 6 outer circles surrounding a central circle. In essence, the flower of life shows how more complex creations emerge from the seed, each carrying the same foundational elements: source energy, duality, trinity, the 4 elements, and deep interconnectedness. As we continue building on this pattern following the same blueprint we used to create the seed of life, we get more and more intricate patterns. Let's add a set of 19 circles and another set of 24 circles to the flower of life. Once you do that, you find a beautiful pattern emerge, known as the fruit of life. The fruit of life is made up of 12 non-intersecting circles, arranged around one central circle. When we connect the centers of these circles with straight lines, we get Metatron's cube, a sacred geometric figure rich with meaning. In this design, the circles represent feminine energy, while the straight lines symbolize masculine energy. Interestingly, the Metatron's cube also contains the hexagram, or the 6-pointed star, reinforcing its role as a symbol of creation and balance. What makes Metatron's cube especially powerful is that it holds within it various geometric shapes, including all 5 Platonic solids. The Platonic solids are considered the fundamental building blocks of the universe and represent the 5 elements. They include the tetrahedron, representing fire, cube representing earth, octahedron representing air, dodecahedron representing spirit, and icosahedron representing water. What's special about these shapes is that each one is perfectly symmetrical with equal faces and angles, making them the most balanced shapes in existence. So, within Metatron's cube, you're not just seeing a symbol, you're witnessing the geometry of creation itself. This is proof that these sacred geometry symbols contain the blueprint of the universe. By studying and meditating on these timeless patterns, you begin to unlock the hidden codes of existence, and with them, the power to transform your life in truly miraculous ways. In the coming videos, we'll explore more sacred geometry symbols and dive deeper into their meanings. If this sparked something in you, make sure to subscribe. Until next time, keep reflecting, keep evolving.